Hello and welcome to Henry's Hideout. It is my honor and privilege to show YouTube what I've been working on for the last 2 months. My home tiki bar, Tiki Adventure Bar. Got all the wood from Home Depot, built this baby from the ground up with some help from a couple people who know more about construction than I do. Yeah, here it is, the home tiki bar. I think it turned out really nice. Already had a couple luau's, chill parties if you will, and it's been super fun. We got a whole menu with bunch of signature cocktails and illustrations done by my beautiful girlfriend. This place is called Henry's Hideout, dedicated to my very senior dog, Henry. So we've had a lot of fun at this tiki bar so far over the summer, and hopefully a lot more good nights to come. Anyway, I thought, hey, since we got the bar, might as well start up a little YouTube channel and show you guys how to make some of my favorite cocktails that we make here at Henry's Hideout. So without further ado, I wanted to start off this brand new channel by introducing a drink that there's not a bunch of videos about actually on YouTube. The drink is from the 1970s in Okinawa, Japan at Sam's Seafood, and it's called the Shisha, served in the Shisha mug. Now, this mug is a cross between a dog and a lion, I believe. This is one of the earliest models of the mug that they ever made, and you can tell because it doesn't say Sam's Seafood on the bottom like some that are going on eBay for around $30 or $40. It's not the most expensive tiki mug, but this one is definitely vintage, a beautiful piece, one of my favorites in the collection. It's from the 70s. It's from Okinawa, Japan. They still actually sell them and have them at the restaurant today. I believe just his mane is red and it says like Sam's along his stomach. It's just a little bit different, but this is the original, highly detailed, beautiful version. Sam's Seafood was actually in Hawaii at first, and then the three brothers who own that restaurant moved to Okinawa, and between 1970 and 73 started up the restaurant over there. So that's the history behind it. It's a really cool place. I'll put some pictures up of it. The waitresses are dressed like sailors. The whole thing is very themed, and it's got a bunch of Polynesian and Papua New Guinea stuff everywhere. Super cool. It's a very nautical place. Would love to go there someday. Anyway, let's get into making this cocktail. So when I first saw this cocktail, it was actually on the Sam's Seafood menu, and why I looked up the menu is because I saw this mug on eBay and instantly fell in love with it. It was the first tiki mug that I ever bought, besides the shipwreck mug at Trader Sam's at Disneyland's hotel. This was the first real vintage mug that I ever bought, and I saw it was from Sam's Seafood, looked up the menu, and I saw this. A very grainy picture of this mug with the garnish that we're going to be putting on the cocktail today, and it was very elusive in its ingredients. It only said, I believe, gin, grapefruit, pineapple, and lemon juice. It had no measurements. I've made this drink about 15 times and added a little bit of my own flair to it, and now I think it is just a damn near perfect drink. Everyone who comes over always orders this one and says it's amazing, so I'm going to show you my recipe, and hopefully you can make it at home and it'll taste just as good as it does here at Henry's. So for this cocktail, we're going to need a grapefruit, a lemon, pineapple juice. It can be canned or you could squeeze your own pineapple. It'll probably make it like 2% better, but I got the Dole stuff today. And we're going to need some cinnamon syrup. This is homemade cinnamon syrup. You can make it super easy. It's a 1-to-1 sugar and water, and then you steep like 6 cinnamon sticks in there for about 30 minutes to an hour. Comes out this brown color, super good. Makes the drink really just amazing, balances it out perfectly. And then our last ingredient, obviously, is not rum, it's gin. So this is Japanese gin. I got the Japanese gin just to go with the kind of theme of the fact that this is a cocktail from a restaurant that's in Okinawa, Japan. So we got the Japanese Roku gin. I believe this bottle was like $35, $36. Obviously, most tiki cocktails will be made with Jamaican rums, and I got a bunch of them. So probably the next episode, I'll be making a cocktail with some Jamaican rum, as Don Beach and Trader Vic obviously intended. But today I thought I'd start off with a very unique one that there's not much information about on YouTube, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Alrighty, so our first step is going to be cutting a grapefruit and squeezing an ounce of grapefruit juice out of it. So here we go. Now this is a ruby red grapefruit. Oh my God. Traditionally, tiki cocktails will call for white grapefruit. Once again, the Shisha didn't really have a lot of information about it. All I knew was that it said grapefruit on the menu. So we're going with ruby red. White grapefruit's just frankly very hard to find, but this is a little bit sweeter than white grapefruit, so it works well with the cinnamon syrup. Introducing the comedically sized juicer. I just got this thing in the mail today and only used it once. Fun fact, I filmed this whole episode and lost all the footage. So here we are, an hour later, refilming. So what a good way to start off the channel. But here we go. We're gonna take our grapefruit, put it in our comedically sized squeezer here, and we'll give it a nice press. And we'll see if this is enough. Oh wow, squirted everywhere. Pause. Oh wow. All right, that is oozing. Got to get better at using this thing. Let's see if we got an ounce of grapefruit juice. Yeah, we got about 0.75. Cut off another little piece here. We don't need much. I do like how industrial this squeezer is though. Going from a little lime squeezer to this is pretty gnarly. There we go. Ounce of grapefruit juice. First step done. I'm gonna be building it in a clear glass so you can see the contents of the ingredients. Ounce of grapefruit juice, first ingredient. In. Now we're going to need 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. Throw the lemon in our squeezer here, and let's see how much we get. Oh my gosh. This thing is violent. Let's see how much lemon juice we get. We got about an ounce from that half, 1 ounce, and then we need half an ounce. We don't need this whole lemon. Actually, I'm gonna cut the little piece off for the garnish right now. Perfect little lemon wedge for our garnish. Save that for later. And we'll throw the rest of this into our squeezer. And we're at a half ounce. There we go. Half ounce lemon. So 1 ounce grapefruit, 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. And now we go with the pineapple stuff. We're going to do 3 ounces of pineapple. And no, that's not too much. Trust me, I've made this drink about 15 times, changed the pineapple a lot, and I've found that 3 ounces is the perfect mix to where you can still taste every single flavor in there. It doesn't dilute the lemon or the grapefruit or the cinnamon or the gin. You get everything with 3 ounces of pineapple juice. I know pineapple tends to overpower cocktails, but 3 ounces in this one, to me, is perfect. Of course, you could change it around. This isn't an official recipe. It's just something that I kind of came up with based on the menu that we got from Sam's Seafood. Okay, so that's all the fruit juices. Now, we're going to do 0.75 ounces of our cinnamon syrup. And once again, oh my God, that would have been terrible. Once again, make this stuff at home. Do not buy it. It's very easy to make and it'll save you money and it tastes so good. You'll know that you've steeped the cinnamon sticks enough when it smells like Christmas time in the bottle. That's how you know. All right, 0.75 of the cinnamon syrup. Now this is the only ingredient that's not on the recipe on the menu. Not that the menu's the recipe, but it didn't say anything about cinnamon. But in my opinion, and everyone who's tried this drink, the cinnamon really just makes it so good. So that is all the ingredients except for, of course, our Japanese Roku gin, which calls for 2 ounces of that. Pour up 2 ounces of our very fine Japanese gin here. Beautiful. It's very floral. It's got that juniper thing that obviously gins are known for. It's just very smooth and balanced. It's a great gin to have around. So 2 ounces of gin into our glass. That is the entire cocktail right there. So we're going to transfer it now into our mixer tin. And we're not going to, do the whole shaker thing because we're going to flash blend it here with this Oster flash blender that I got from Savers thrift store for $12. So go check your local thrift if you want one of these and you want to flash blend just like Don Beach did back in the 30s at his tiki bar. This aerates the cocktail just as much or if not more than shaking it. So that's why a lot of people use it. It takes like 5 seconds to flash blend as opposed to 30 seconds of shaking. Anyway, we're gonna fill this up with a little bit of crushed ice and blend away. All right, we got our cute little cup of pink crushed ice. We're just gonna put a little bit in the tin and hopefully we can save the rest to top off the drink. And we're gonna put her in the flash blender for about 5 seconds and just let it run on high. Fascinating, right? I love this thing. All right, and with the Shisha cocktail in specific, I like to go a little bit longer than 5 seconds to get it nice and frothy, because when you put it in this vintage mug, it kind of just froths up, like it looks like he's foaming out the mouth. It's just a great presentation. So now we're gonna pour it. Forgive me, I'm fighting the lack of sunlight here. Like I said, I already recorded this once, but we're doing it again. Hopefully these lights on the tiki bar is enough to make you guys be able to see. So here we go, we're gonna pour it up into our mug here. Oh, spilled a little bit on his face. And now we're just going to top off the rest with our crushed ice. It's recommended to use pebble ice. You can get that from Sonic or Chick-fil-A. I had a big bag of it, but I just had a party yesterday and we kind of ran out, so I'm just using crushed ice from the fridge. But that is pretty much full right to the top there. And now we're going to work on the garnish for the Shisha. As you saw in the menu, it was sprig of mint, a lemon wedge, and a cherry. Got our Luxardo cherries right here, our beautiful lemon wedge that we sliced already, and some living mint from Stater Brothers. Usually I have a big plant of mint right here, but from yesterday, from our little party, we used all the mint, so got this from Stater Brothers. We're just tearing the mint from the little root ball in the package there. And with mint, you want to always give it a little smack, give it a little whack. I'm sure you've heard this before if you've seen any other tiki bartender drinks. It really does activate the smell. With the mint just right up in there. There we go. We'll situate the mint like that. And then we're going to dig out a very expensive, for some reason, Luxardo cherry. They're also a little bit darker than normal maraschino cherries. I'm going to give this lemon just a little slice here, just so it can kind of hang off the side of this guy's mouth. And we're going to take the cherry, skewer it like so, push it on down. Hopefully there's enough sunlight for you guys to see this beautiful drink. And of course we got to get a bamboo straw in the other side of his mouth. And that right there is the 1970s Shisha from Okinawa, Japan, Sam's Seafood. People were drinking these back in the 70s. So without further ado, as the sun goes down, let's give this a sip and see how we did. I love that drink, dude. Oh, it's so good. The grapefruit and the lemon, it gives it that tartness, and then it's followed up right by that cinnamon syrup, which kind of balances everything. And then right at the end, on the back of your tongue, you get that little juniper, that little floral, herbal hint from the Japanese gin. It's so good. You get a little bit of smell of that mint. Take a sip. And right on the back of your palate, you get that gin. Hope you guys make this one. Comment down below if you enjoy it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little unveiling here. The pilot episode, if you will, on the Henry's Hideout YouTube page. So yeah, go make this one. Tell me what you think. See you guys. Cheers.